I'm Jess and I feel very lucky to be able to share some of my beekeeping stories with you. I'm a very new beekeeper. I think I'm on week 3 and it's something I've dreamt about for years and years and years, so I am boring everybody I know and maybe some people I don't know about bees, but I'm really excited and it's nice. So I've currently got 2 beehives and the plan is to have 3 this year. And this video follows one of my beehives, the one I was donated by a member of my local beekeeping association called Steve. He gave me a nucleus colony with a queen, and then there was also another colony which was raising its own queen. So it is the colony with a queen which this video is about. You have to do this carefully so you don't thwang any of them.
Yeah.
The weather forecast was for really hot weather over this weekend, so on the advice of other beekeepers I moved the colony on Thursday evening after work, and it was really hot this weekend. So Andrea was filming, and that's my dad's partner, and this was her first time near any bees. We were both suited up and I took everything nice and gently, like you always should do, but Andrea did really well. She wasn't scared or panicked or anything. So we're moving the bees from the nucleus colony that they were in, which is for transporting bees and having a small colony, and moving them into the proper wooden hive next door.
Oh, yeah.
You see that new honeycomb?
Yeah. All that at top.
Yeah, they've done that since Monday. Highly clever. So after opening the hive up, the frames which are put in, they're made of beeswax with some wires in to make it a little bit stronger, and then the bees draw out the honeycomb on top of this to use. You always look at the dark side first. So this is full of, well, it's not that full, it's got stars in it, but you see the pollen in the middle at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So there's the queen. It was really lovely to spot the queen, and we enjoyed watching the bees. This queen has been marked with blue paint, which indicates that she was born in 2025. Each frame was gently moved into the new hive, and it starts in the middle and goes in the same order that it was in the nucleus. And then it's got clear frames at either side of where the brood is at the moment. That's to keep it nice and insulated and to keep everything together. As we were looking at the bees, we could see that they had plenty of stars. There was also plenty of capped brood and some new laid eggs as well. So that's all the life cycle of a baby bee. The bees had been really busy sticking everything together with propolis, which is made out of tree sap. They'd also been building extra bits of comb in places we didn't want it, so I took that off with a hive tool. After checking all the frames are in position, I wanted to shake the bees out of the nuke box so that I could put it away. Poured out all of the sugar syrup and gave it a firm shake over the hive. Now, that was alright to do because I knew full well that the queen was in the hive, so there was no way I was going to damage her, but the bees didn't seem too upset. And you touch them to each other. after they'd been disrupted, the bees started flying around quite a lot more to look for the entrance to the hive, and they were settling where the hive entrance used to be. When I started putting the hive back together, I added a queen excluder, and that's to keep the queen from going upwards into whatever else you put on top of the hive. And I added a feeder with some sugar syrup on top, and the little wooden spacer around the feeder is called an eek. So after I put the syrup in, I popped the insulation and the roof back onto the hive, and I put a little bee bridge to encourage the bees towards the entrance. And you could see how many flying bees were returning with absolutely loads of pollen, so that's a really good sign. So don't worry about them finding their way back. By the time I'd loaded up the car, all the bees had settled back into the hive. I was away for the weekend, and then 5 days later returned to check, and the bees were all over, like 7, nearly 8 frames. They'd drawn out loads of new wax, and they were settling nicely into the new hive. I saw the queen and plenty of eggs, and I put a honey super on top. That's another box, the same, it just goes above the queen excluder, so it encourages all the bees to keep the honey up there, and because the queen can't get up there won't be any eggs. So that's it for this hive this week, and aren't they lovely?